Now I'm in Trackunit Manager on the new My Home. We are in our Trackunit construction demo account, which I will use to take you through today's session, both from an interface perspective, but also the data we use. In here, I navigate into the IrisX extension suite, the central hub where every capability comes together and can be accessed. Our deep dive today will be on analytics and insights and the lakehouse. But before we get there, let me give you a quick taste of what else lives in here. With AI and machine learning, you can apply proven machine learning techniques while also tapping into a range of large language models to build powerful, domain-specific AI agents that act on your data. In addition to that, you can build applications tailored for your internal teams or customers, or even go a step further by offering a fully branded customer portal with your own applications to make machinery data, contracts, etc. available to your end customers. And lastly, with integration and connectors, plus the Automation Studio, you seamlessly can connect to your existing systems or create automations with no code at all, instantly boosting operational efficiency across your business and operations. Hey, hope that sounds interesting. Quick spoiler, we will cover all of this in our next webinar in October, so stay tuned for the email sign up. If you don't want to wait until then, hit the red button on the top and we will be happy to engage earlier. So, for today, let's turn our focus back to the foundation, the lakehouse, and most importantly, your data. I've now entered the IrisX lakehouse directly from Trackunit Manager. As you can see, this is where all of your data resides. Data from access management, advanced sensor data, data for your machines, events data around errors, as well as observations from your service module and respective sites, whether that's project sites, rental depots, or dealers. One highlight to remember, if you are a Trackunit customer, you are probably aware of it. Manager or respective APIs sometimes only give you about 400 days of data history. We listen to your feedback. So with a lakehouse, you can go far beyond that, having access to all your data, even if it goes back a couple of years. Next highlight, as we scroll here through the telematics data, you can see different intervals in which insights are available. That could be every 2 minutes, hourly, daily, or just the latest available data point. So really, depending on the use case, you just choose the data you need. Let's double click on one insight as an example. Choosing here cumulative operating hours, but honestly could be any of these data points you see. For every insight, you can drill down into the sample data to understand it better, maybe set permissions of which users can actually access it, and even define measures around the quality of the data. So everything that makes managing any of your data easy. What is key here? You've probably heard it before, but it's the essence for every bit of value creation afterwards. All of the data here is fully harmonized and optimized for solving construction industry's complex use cases. Meaning, it's structured in an industry-specific data model, it's clean, and just ready for you to use straight away. Hey, and here's a really important point. In most data projects, likely 30 to 40% of the effort is typically spent just on modeling and preparing the data before you can even start using it. With the lakehouse, that heavy lift is already done for you. Think about it. Right now, where do you even have a catalog with this about all your data? Probably not existing. And if you have it, hey, kudos to you and your colleagues, but think about what it takes to build it in the first place and now maintaining it going forward. So I'd really urge you to think about where to perform work around your machinery data. Now, what happens if you want to bring in your own data? You absolutely can. You can do this to the pre-built connectors, or since today's webinar is all about value generation in minutes, let me show you one example how we are using a local Excel file. Many of us have some kind of data, analysis, or just broader knowledge documentation sitting on our laptop, right? Right now, that information is not available to the broader organization as additional context, but in a bit, we see how powerful it can be. The example I will be getting back to is actually around fault codes. As you know, machine CAN data provides error codes, essentially telling you what happened to the machine. That's already a big step forward. But don't we also want to know how to fix it? So, I'm bringing in a simple Excel file that maps error codes to descriptions and suggested resolutions. Think about it as capturing the know-how of your experienced service technicians or pulling in OEM documentation, making it usable for everyone in your teams and across the organization. I've now created a table from that local file, and with just a click, I can have AI adding descriptions to the table and the data inside it. So as you can see, one by one, AI is actually analyzing the data to be found in the sheet and suggesting some descriptions of it. Have you ever explained an Excel file or, in a more technical context, some database to a colleague? Super cumbersome. Here, AI is doing the job for you. The result? This dataset isn't just usable for you anymore. It can now be understood by colleagues or customers of yours. And, just as important, AI itself can now interpret this data and combine it with IoT data to generate richer insights, which we will get to just in a bit. Awesome! Hey, you've stayed with me through the nerdy part. We can focus on further value creation now, which I'm sure will resonate with you quite a bit. At least me personally, I can tell you I'm really getting excited on what we now can do with this data foundation. Before we're doing so, let me stop sharing here and circle back to Domokos. Domokos, having seen the foundational piece, anything to add from your end of what you're seeing in the field?
Well, on the data ingestion, we have seen OEMs and fleet owners save over 200,000 US dollar per IT project just by eliminating custom pipelines. So all those pre-built connectors, whether you use Salesforce, SAP, other CRM systems, or drag and drop, never been easier. And it's not just the cost. What used to take 3 to 6 months, now we see it gets done in 4 to 6 weeks. That's a quarter faster time to value. That's what we are seeing already, Leo.